Hello class, welcome to my Futures Project presentation. My name is Gabby Fuller and my topic for this presentation is on Pakistan's urban housing, land management, water and sanitation, transportation, and health. On this next slide, you can see a density map of Pakistan. The darker areas would be considered the most populated areas of Pakistan, making them the urban parts of those areas. And the lighter shades, of course, are less populated. The first thing we'll discuss is the housing of Pakistan. So currently, Pakistan has a 700,000 um, housing demand per year, 62% making up for their low income housing, 25 for middle class, and about 10% for their high class. And this image that I provided here is one of the most densely populated areas of Pakistan, which is Karachi. So that kind of brings us into the next slide on how I see the future of their housing. So their land management. So in order to satisfy their home building needs, serious urban reform needs to happen. And how that would happen is by taxing any of those land and property owners who are not living in their properties, and limiting the ownership of the urban land, limiting of establishing a limit of one loan for house building per family, and building homes that limit resident count. So let's just say within a certain square footage that only a certain amount of people would live there. So that would be a way to manage that. Water and sanitation. I actually see the future of this going the right direction. They are established with really well put together organizations that assist Pakistan in basically sharing awareness of how to practice proper sanitation and providing them with access to clean water. And as a community, Pakistan works with one another in sharing those knowledges that they acquire from the organizations and even from their local government. Their government has actually really stepped it up to assist them in those needs that they have. So I do see this going the right direction in the future. Transportation. So transportation for Pakistan is actually very hectic right now. For them, they feel like they don't have any kind of government support. So what would what would head them to the right direction would be to have better traffic management, upgrade their current public transportation. They do already have some, however, their public transportation is more or less a life risk. The rides are undependable, they're slow, dangerous, uncoordinated, so there's just a lot of problems there. But if they upgrade that public transportation, it would lead them in the right way. And so, in order to do that, they need to gain government support and make that public transportation affordable to all. And of course, once they get that government support, they need to establish short and long term goals and actually follow through, because it seems that they've already um, made plans and they kind of fall through the cracks. So that's something that I do see that could happen. However, it has to be made serious because a lot of people right now in Pakistan don't. They just don't follow the rules that they set in place, and nobody does anything about it. So, again, it just kind of slips through the cracks. Finally, their health. So, there wasn't really much that I was going to say about their health, just because it just is a sad story with what they experience there. They don't have good health care for those that are in need of surgery. By the time that they get to their appointment, the person, because there's a wait list, the person might have already died, or their condition worsens to where they can't do anything about it. But there is a good organization named Transparent Hands that assists Pakistan in completing those emergency surgeries that are needing to be required, as opposed to putting them on a wait list and just waiting for them to die, I guess. I don't think it's purposely intended, but their healthcare definitely isn't headed the right direction. I mean, they have a handful of organizations that might do good for them, but I don't think that would entirely suffice the help that Pakistan needs in order to be going in the right direction for their future. So this is something that needs to be worked on. And as you guys can see in this image, you guys can see the kind of hospitals that they have. They just kind of have some raggedy beds, and they just have people lay there. And a lot of times, as I said, they just wait to die since they're not being assisted in the way that they're needed. But just so you guys know, Pakistan is currently considered the third highest infant mortality in the world. So again, there needs to be a lot of work in this sector for Pakistan. I just don't know where it's going. And these are my resources. Thank you guys so much for watching.